I hope that was 629.
Well,
please tell me that's 6,000 and not like 69 pounds.
I mean, depends
In
on.
fact,
There's
no,
also a
look-
lot of skins for stuff too. I don't know what else I might be needing to get right now, because there's the equipment that he can buy, so like the extensions and whatever. I don't know what
Well,
exactly
I
he
think
might need.
I think the next gun along for him would be 900, so... let's see if I can find a high-profile job.
I mean, I thought we'd just jump around while I continue on the campaign trail, so that's just decent enough for Ein's progression.
It is. Right, we've got another vehicle, so let's do a vintage car. I'm basically just gonna hop between vehicle and location.
Yeah, that's fine. You having fun, by the way, Ein?
Yep.
Yay.
And now, this mission, Iron will introduce you to your new worst enemy, Rust. So, certain things are so rusty that even, say, the yellow spray can't shift them, and you have to give them a good blast with the red.
Yep, and you'll automatically see it if you just press
Like
tab.
these-
Like go on the wheels, for instance. You see, I'm spraying it with yellow, and it is not doing jack. Now,
If you come to the front line, I've given the front a quick wipe down, and you can see the amount of shite that is left behind because we're going to need to really scrub it.
Well, let's get to watching.
I thought that was a bird for a second. No, it's just Cruzy.
Oh, this actually goes back to talking about things. We were talking about Pokemon stuff earlier, Ein. And one thing that came up was, like, Funny being a gym leader, for instance. And it made me think of, like, there's nothing necessarily wind unless it can be flying to an extent.
Yeah.
But flying types are so varied because you can literally have, like...
I mean, the last flying type gym leader that we had wasn't a gym leader. It was Elite Four members, Kahili, from what's his face, from Sun and Moon, right?
From
The
Clear,
Golfer
Sun
shit.
and Moon, I mean, Scarlet and Violet does have... no, because the flying is the... Is it the Titan? Does Bombardier count as the bird, the Rock Titan or the Flying Titan?
Okay, yeah, okay, actually, yeah, Crimson, you are right. Larry does fulfill the flying role as the last one in Elite Four. Fair.
Oh, true.
And to be
yeah.
fair, my argument was
I'm
Kahili
just
from Sun and Moon, who was also Elite Four. So yeah, no, that actually made sense.
He legit gets told, like, stop being normal type, spice it up for the Elite Four.
I mean,
And
yeah,
his
he's told
spice
that,
is
but he's
fucking
also
type.
flying because he still gets to use his same ace, actually, for both his normal and his flying team.
Does he keep his Staraptor as his ace? I can't
Yeah.
remember. Like,
That's the whole reason why he's still flying, I'm pretty sure. I'll look it up. Because that's why he gets to double up well enough.
true.
Alright, I'm pulling up on Bulbapedia right now.
Bulbapedia. The most reliable source for Pokemon.
Yeah,
I love
so,
that.
yeah,
Like,
gym
Serapi's
battle...
nice for, like, some of the map stuff, but...
So let's see here.
Gym battle?
Let's face. Is Gym Battle Kamala, the Dunsparce, Staraptor as Ace. Okay, when he goes flying, Tropius, Orichalco, Altaria, he still keeps his Staraptor, but he actually has Flamigo as his Ace instead. So he still has his Staraptor, but he
Yes,
terrestrializes his Flamigo.
That's right. Because they basically lose the fighting type disadvantage, which is pretty cool. I do like terrestrializing. I don't use it a
Terrestrializing's
lot when I'm
real,
playing
like-
the game, but honestly...
It's got so many small effects, and I think my favorite thing is like when it came to Iono's fight, for instance, like for streamers, it was two-fold ends of one, the streamers' chats going against each other and acting as if they're cheering Iono on, which is funny, but also two, people realizing that when Iono used for Iono's fight, she actually makes really good use of her terrestrialization. when she terrestrializes her Miss Magius.
And Miss Magius gets like terrestrialized, which means it keeps its levitate. Conversely, it's also funny that the toxicity that Rhyme uses then becomes a ghost type. So it loses out on its electric stuff and its poison weak, its 4 times ground weakness because it becomes just a ghost type.
That brings up
which I just love the sort of the dichotomy of the two.
It's such small things, but getting to see an actual actual gym leaders or whatever get to use this stuff is really cool. Because, Pokemon games, I wouldn't say they're necessarily the hardest thing ever, but, just like the small things of like, wow, that's a nice job, Game Freak. We'll give you that one for a little bit.
It really surprised me how powerful the DLC trainers are. So in the second DLC especially, it's all about double battles, and they really utilize it. So they'll use like Earthquake and a flying type, for example, or the first fight that you come across is a +1 mining combo, which one of them has lightning rod and the other has like overload. So whenever you, or whatever it's called, where basically so when both of them use discharge, it doesn't hurt the other one for different reasons. It's just a really fun combo.
I think once again I will give props to Game Freak for a little bit on this end when it comes to DLC stuff, because I think the good reception they got to the Isle of Armor for Sword and Shield, with them saying, yeah, this is a pretty good curve, even though if basically it was kind of like a routed end for how some of the story went. It was they did get reception and how the difficulty was tuned, and I think that really did play into them developing that further for Star Wars Isle. I don't know, actually strategize? Yeah. And I feel like the biggest thing too is it's not just Iono, but I feel like that's one of the most ostentatious examples. At least if people are just doing gym route, doing alright, just the usual get our gym battles out first, because it is actually a very polarizing example of, if you're a casual player, you might not immediately recognize it until it hits you. But then if you're more immediately tuned in, or I guess if you've been playing Pokemon a lot more, you immediately see as soon as the terrestrialization comes out, oh crap, this is actually really good and really bad for me.
Like, I have used it to avoid death sometimes, especially for it's like the flying type one, so like, for example, I don't know, let's say Talonflame using terrestrialization and flying to avoid water type damage, or using it to then boost your final move just to guarantee that kill. Like, I mean, going back to Larry as well, like, it's the normal type.
Yeah.
Which is, yes, it's a fighting type, like, weakness with the normal.
And so I feel like the biggest...
But it's a flying bird, so it will kill your fighting types.
And I feel like when it comes to, for getting to Ace, or, basically route in your Ace, compared to, Sword and Shield with Gigantamaxing, or just, Mega Evolutions to an extent, it's still the same concept of, you only get one per battle, you are pocketing an Ace. Or having this as the big tide turner, but terrestrialization lets you play a little bit more, quite literally, with the actual chemical makeup of what your type is, or what your Pokemon is designed to do in your team comp, and I think it shines the best for that end. When it comes to when it comes to the Pokemon gimmicks.
Especially,
I don't know. Maybe I'm a little biased because I still prefer Mega Evolution.
I'm not trying to necessarily put down Mega Evolution, but I'm saying I think terrestrialization stands on its own with giving its own depth of strategy. Now, when it comes to what I probably watched the most, when it comes to the competitive side, no, Mega Evolution stands up, and I feel like it's gotten it very much does stand too. But terrestrialization carves it a pretty good niche in comparison.
I play a lot of X and Y, and obviously, sadly, you don't really get a lot of Mega Evolution choices until the post game. One of them that you do get is Gengar, and I love Gengar so much. But the problem I have is that it wasn't until Gen 7 where he actually kind of got corrected, because he was really, really bad before. Gengar's main moveset is all special moves, as of most ghosts, whereas his stats were built to being a physical attacker, which just doesn't happen for him. And so he ended up being really weak, and also just generally, he would go down in one shot because he had, no defensive stats. So it was actually really hard to play with in X and Y. Even Mega Gengar would just go down like a sack of nothing. Whereas I'd play with him all the time in Scarlet Violet, and I absolutely love it because, yeah, it's just so much stronger than it used to be.
Yeah. Oh, Twit, Crimson in chat goes, not Isle of Armor, that's the bane of my existence, and I've never played it. Yeah, once again, I've already set a good precedence once again for Game Freak playing around with how hard should we make the DLC? And players are like, please, do so, actually.
I played through it once, and it was okay, and it wasn't actually that bad.
But I think I wouldn't say, yeah, it's not like, oh, it's absolutely destroying everybody. But, it does actually pose the challenge of, like, okay, let me actually give me 2 seconds to think on my move instead of just autopiloting,
No, this is true. If you play it so there's 2 modes, basically. If you play it before you beat the Elite Four, or you get there, what's the word? Yeah. You get to play up to they start level 12 and go up to level 30, whereas after that it's starting at level 50 and going up to 70. And it does actually make you think about the fight, and you can think, oh wow, okay, I need to sort of put effort into being Clara or Avery, whichever version you have.
Crimson just says, stupid bear. The bear should not exist. And I find that hilarious. There was just stupid bear as the first comment for a good 20 seconds.
Just a Shifu, yeah, the final fight. Ugh. But in general, I played through it 1.5 times. I played through it once, got my Urshifu, put it in my Pokemon Home for my living decks, and then, recently I did it again to get a Cubfu. And then I stopped after that and put it in the living deck because I didn't need it anymore.
Let's go to the next job then, by the way, while we're around here.
I may take a small break just to get a drink in a moment, but I'll load up the next location.
But yeah, I don't know exactly, I guess if I am gonna be flying coded for wind, I don't know who actually I would put on my team in that case then. Because I just like EVs, and I really don't have any stronger feelings otherwise when it comes to Pokemon or so. And it's not around necessarily have a lot, but it's just, you know what I mean by this.
Yeah.
But while we're on this, and I can't think of anything that's fine. I just have to be something I give more thought. But Ein, what would you consider yourself as if you were to be a gym leader / type specialist?
I've claimed Ghost, so you can't have it.
I mean, that's fair. I guess I would honestly go with Psychic.
I do love Psychic. So, if there's a game with an Alakazam in it, I will have an Alakazam. Much to my best friend's annoyance, because I play Pokemon with my best friend all the time, and every time I get an Alakazam, I call it Spoons, with a Z. And I think I'm on my 12th iteration next time, so I'll have Spoons 12, and it pisses her off every time.
Goodness gracious, this brings me back to when I first played Pokemon Go, and just you're just chatting so much. So I got Archer 9, I got Archer 10, Archer 12, Archer 11, Archer. Just having all of them on hand, of course. But who would you, would you have any strong inclinations on who'd be on your team besides the obvious sign? I mean, do we have to spell it out?
Well, technically, there's two slots taken because it would be Gallade and Gardevoir.
Fair enough. Would you be a doubles battle? Or give you a doubles battle, Jim?
I genuinely didn't
Just
think
for the
about.
theming?
I always picked like Pitched Iron as a dark type.
I mean, I was about to say, I was thinking Dart for his end, potentially.
I can see him really rocking a Mighty Enna, I won't lie.
I mean, I just think Absol, actually. I'd say like first pick over.
But yes, Psychic, Gardevoir, makes sense.
I mean, obviously.
How you liking this
I'm
play?
the Gardevoir guy. I'm the wife guy.
I'm the typical boy. How you liking the playground, Iron?
Sturdy.
We should clean it. Look at dinosaur slide.
Aww, that's cute. This is real cute. Who did this?
It's a Slidosaurus Rex.
I did it when we first logged it in.
You are so adorable.
And if you put them all together, it spells feck.
Okay, I don't think we necessarily needed that. I was about to say, it's like, we need to make the 2.5 Elves logo right now. But don't say that. I'm not a half elf. I'm just a human straight up. So I think we do need to work on the branding though, unfortunately, for our dynamic.
Well, I mean,
I'm not a half elf, and unless you guys have magic to do so, then I
we
have
can
no
just call
idea
it
what you.
Two Elves, one Cruz.
That doesn't help. That doesn't help the branding. Branding.
the Dark Elves have access to powers that some would consider out of the ordinary,
Unholy.
unusual.
This is their stories. Go on, order. Dun dun. No, we need to come up with a good name on this end.
Well, Percy, do you have any suggestions?
That's why I'm putting it out here. They don't have anything. I'll just redirect my anger towards chat real quick. Crimson just says, Absol is my favorite mon ever. I was so happy when I got a Mega Evolution. There you go. It's cute. Because of your novel, Ein, I may or may not have named an Absol after you.
Did I?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I just talked about it in Pokemon Go, so I just named it Eyes.
Oh.
I think during my VTuber playthrough of Violet the first time, I think I did catch a Curlier and name it Ironbait. Like, I will have to check my slot to see.
I mean, it's real funny either way.
I'll need a. Honestly, I have Oris somewhere. I just need to boot it back up again and just play it through at some point.
Annoyingly,
You got stream set up. Play it through on stream, brother.
honestly, it's only recently that they turned off the 3DS online features, so like we can't like battle or anything on Oris or Sun and Moon or anything like that. Unless
Well, not by regular conventional means. There are other methods, but I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, like
be
you
honest.
said, the Dark Elves have magic, most foul.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like to play on my I play like on my DS on my legit games, so I'm never one for like true workarounds.
You weren't kidding about getting flashbanged by Orange.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Don't stand in the middle there.
You stand in the middle and look down.
You gaze into the orange abyss, and the orange abyss stares back at you.
Kinda does. I did it just to showcase how bad it was, and I really did. I do regret it. That hurt. That hurt.
You
Chroma key something into it.
Oh goodness gracious! Oh goodness!
you look at the orange and it stares back at you.
Oh
and
hey
and
D3! I thought
and smiles.
you were in
and
chat.
says,
I didn't know that you were still streaming. Oh, welcome on, of course. Hold on, let me clear my mouth. I had a gummy in my mouth. It's Wonderful Wind Mage. Cruz Ship Captain, Chartreuse Proxy, everyone always at your service now. What were you doing, D3? Let me give you a shout out. I am with my two lovely Dark Elves. I tried to shift tab and instead I flashbanged the entire stream with orange. Would you like to introduce yourselves, you two?
Hello, I am Ein Falseblood. Do I just go through my whole spiel, or do I just...
I mean, if you want to. You're more than happy
GaleForce's
to.
very own Mercenary of Death and Bearer of the 13th Tarot. That's as far as I'm gonna go.
Nice.
I was about to say, you weren't even putting on your Ein voice when doing that, so I could tell you're just gonna cut yourself off at that rate. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Also, like when you first got in, like I didn't realize how long your intro was. Like,
I mean, my intro's pretty succinct, and you steer me also just absolutely speed it up if I need to.
well, yeah.
I don't think
like,
with your cadence side,
you-
you're slowing that down anytime. You're speeding that up anytime.
Like you've done that twice today, and you literally blaze through your stuff at 90 miles an hour.
It's Wonderful Wind Mage, using service on President service. All right.
I'm gonna slow that down and see if you got it correct.
I did soar a word or two though. Not the best names. Well, at the very least, you can. Oh, maybe you can help us out here a little bit. So I'm with my two lovely Dark Elves, as you can see with the title here. We need like a trio group dynamic, because we just want to play more games in general together. And the best that these lovely idiots have come up with is 2.5 elves. I am not a half elf. They are elves, but I am fully human. So, I need help in case there's any. It's not a ship name, it's a dynamic name. It's a trio dynamic that we could really use some help with here. If you have any suggestions, I'm all ears.
I mean, but Crimson, I have uncensored chat, so for me, I couldn't see the censoring. So, like, yeah, it's just an option. I think it's probably just to avoid acronyms and stuff, or it might be to do with general mail. Who knows?
I don't know. Grid censorship is just kind of weird sometimes.
True.
But going back to things or so, I know I talked about the 3DS with the 3DS being shut down. Did Soul tell you, Ein, and how he's trying to revisit and play every Monster Hunter game if he can?
Really?
Because he's been like when we hung out back the other day, he was asking so like, do you think there's even like a working Monster Hunter 1? I'm like, dude, that's like PS1
Yes.
straight up. You are not getting
Yes,
anywhere.
there is actually. There is.
Is there?
There are people that have actually made Monster Hunter 1 lobbies, and there are people that actually still fight Monster Hunter 1 Fatalis too.
Well, shoot, you better send him that his way 'cause he's looking to start chronologically.
I will.
I mean, I just have a PS1, so if I ever did play that, I would just get the copy and run it. Like, because I have an adapter to stream my PS1 footage to my OBS.
Oh my goodness gracious. D3, their names are Ein and Flanny. EINFLANNY. And D3 then goes, beat the puppy allegations by becoming an elf. If y'all don't know, Ein was the one, D3 was the one who drew the puppy girl fan art.
Two elves and their puppy.
That is not better for my branding at all. This ain't good.
What are you wanting, man? Windy elves? Like,
I mean, I didn't ask for that either. I'm just trying to find like a good Wakanda group name for crying out loud. Nothing's working. Nothing's working now.
Dark elves are known for having servants, so we could have you as our maid. Like,
yeah, but that Dark Elves and their servant doesn't roll off the tongue as well as like a group name or something like that here. Oh, and ad started rolling. We'll come back to that. Crimson said, get some elf ears and you can use the name. I mean, I joked about that, me having to say some prop ones, but that's prop ones. It's not just me. I don't know what to say.
I mean, we'll probably
Yay! I got the floor edge done.
Wow, you didn't try that with the word edge? Totally me surprised.
Hee
You I ain't false blood, you are an absolute idiot. Welcome back, D3. I paused conversation on this end. I joked before you came along about, yeah, I guess I could get some elf ears, like maybe I did like, some prop ones for like a picture or two. That's disingenuous. But it does surprise me with how much I tout my love for elves of all kinds that I did not make myself an elf back then 4 years ago.
They've actually split this up since I first played. Like, when I first played this level, it was just playground floor as the whole thing. but they've split it up into like the colored
Yeah.
sections now, which I think is pretty cool.
Funny. That's all their names. I'm
Yeah.
typing them out in chat. Now, I don't know if we can get a ship name out of this. I said ship name, group name out of this, because I don't think relationships all going that way.
I mean, you know, we've FFC sounds pretty good. Oh yeah, the FFs, the Flanny Friends Club.
I mean, I was about to say, it reminds me of, like, me running into issues with my name. Just Chartreuse Proxy. I already told you how that is. It's just my favorite color, and to do something to my proxy is have someone else do it. So it's not me, the person streaming behind the mask, but that's wonderful blonde anime girl. Yeah, you wanna know what those initials come out to be?
Blonde.
It's not good.
Oh.
Yeah. You see the problem?
Funnily enough, I actually only got told about what that acronym like meant the other day. Like, I'm not actually like normally I just say it outright, but yeah.
I feel
got
like if
told
you just
about
said
it.
I'd said it out loud and like I read your setting, I don't think anybody would necessarily bat an eye, but around like our internet savvy friends and be like, you can't say that. So then I thought,
Yeah.
well, I could just really incorporate Chartreuse Proxy into that. Well, you wanna know what that comes out to be instead? I can't win, dude!
Go on.
It's the CCP! I can say that out loud at least, not with the other one, but I can't win with my initials. There's no winning!
I mean, you might not be able to stream in China, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Like,
I mean...
Yeah.
It's fine, it's not necessarily
What's
gonna
up?
move to China anytime, but it's just like, man, this sucks.
get that underside.
That playground was dirty. I mean, you should see some of the later stuff to where everything, you just press tab, and then, yeah, it's more than just orange being flashbang on you. It's much worse.
I mean, some of the maps are orange, so it's
Kids
even worse.
played on this. Yes, that's why we were hired. We are a power washing service to clean this. I was trying to find a hot Tua joke to sort in with there. It did not work.
I don't know why, but my brain was like, wait, kids played on this, and then I just proceed to set everything on fire.
I mean, imagine, like...
I
don't know.
what? You
What if they
you
could
need
just
some
live
help.
with-
That's a deranged thought to just say out loud.
If the kids just live locally and their mum's just like, you know, it's like, oh yeah, you can go play outside, go to the park, and then they come back
Where
really
did that
grubby.
come from? Hello?
I don't know, but
Are you
we're just
Bernie
gonna let
Swipe
that
from the
thought
hit
go.
game Zenwa Zone Zero? What happened here?
We're just gonna let that thought go, honestly.
You said it out loud yourself. You self-admitted to it. What is that?
And it's out in the wild now. No sense in no point in trying to pull it back.
I'm sorry. You
I
saying
have it.
wild? You know that one GIF with the dinosaur looking over? Say that again.
I do hope
Just
you never come
Monster
into
Hunter
contact with
Wild theme song plays. Yeah, it's very wild. Say that again.
You will never come into contact with a child.
Goodness gracious.
I don't have
I
any
did set
intentions
the
of-
child on fire. We need some
No,
help.
I did not say set the child on fire. I said set the playground.
Where they were playing on!
Oh, yeah. See, I thought it was just about the playground, but now that you mention it, like, maybe you didn't get the kids off before you set it on fire.
To go back to address things, D3 does say that the FFC does work, but it sounds like a fighting ring. To where I say, I can also see that, but it also sounds like an American government organization. That's where we have the FDC. What's the FFC in that case, then?
What's the FDC?
The Food and... No, that's the FDA, Food and Drug Administration. FTC...
My
Federal...
brain said
No, that's
Financial
Federal
Trade
Commission.
Commission. Oh, okay, so I was close.
Yep. Well, that's FTC. Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. FD&C. Oh, whatever. You know what I was looking at. Look, the fact that we have government acronyms like that constantly just proves my point, even if I can't find the immediate one.
Someone said awesome.
Really
Hi.
pointing Cruzy. No! Throw Sword Person Day's already over, people. You can't log this over me anymore.
No, it's National Kick Tall Person Day. Well, that was on the 20th.
Well, I'm glad we missed that.
Cruzy, you missed your chance.
To kick
Not
us
that I
back.
want
Could
to
have kicked me in the shins.
Kick you from the chat.
I'm gonna kick you in the...
Does it have to be October 22nd for Cruzy to kick me in the shins?
I mean, there's nowhere else he can reach.
all that I'm imagining, Ein, is like when we're rooming together, you're just gonna be like, alright, you may kick it once. Just like, wow, thanks, I didn't really need this now, did I?
I could see I picking Cruzy up.
I mean, I don't weigh that much, honestly.
Yeah.
Ein, what's your
coach.
weight?
I reckon Iron's a strong boy.
Embarrassingly enough, I haven't weighed myself in a while, so I
Wow.
don't know.
I mean,
Do you know a range that you're at? Because I've seen your pictures. It's not. It's like you're pretty
Maybe-
middling.
I want to say maybe like 210.
Iron Cruzy called you mid. How do you feel?
They're not wrong.
No, my favorite thing is that I have Valhalla music playing in the background, so it's just silence for 2 seconds, and every day's night just starts perking up as I just goes, oh, they're not wrong. Like, brother, you are not the life of the party. You need to stand up for yourself on that.
I'm just listening to lo-fi.
Well, listen to us
I
instead.
actually have.
It's making for a very soothing experience. I will say that.
Oh, wait.
yeah. I
D3
mean,
does say,
just
actually, it
the
looks like
sense
you
of
all have a
water.
night sky theme here. Stars from me, moon from Flanny, and then elf, followed by Lamau, says D3.
Well, for me, my eyes are more of like a galactic purple, and I think one of the things that really fits me the most are like purple galaxies.
I'd say I could see you in space. Like,
So
you
do
know,
we have
if-
a moonlight theme then, or like a night sky theme then? Actually,
See me in space with the new No Man's Sky update that just came out.
fair enough.
I assume a lot of Merc work takes place at night.
Most of the time, yes. There are times where I'll need to be out in the daylight, which I already can't tolerate that as much because I'm nocturnalist.
D3 also goes
Well,
real quick. There you go. Now I just need to avoid a Milky Way joke. Am I missing something here? What would you not want to say a Milky Way joke be?
The only thing I can think of is the chocolate bar, but that's, you know.
I mean, yeah, that's all that I'm coming to besides just the galaxy itself. So, unless, does he know? Unless D3, you know something and we don't, to avoiding a joke here. Yeah, we have the moon, we have the stars.
We could get something really poetic. Hold up.
I mean, it reminds me back to the trio dynamic picture that you had sent earlier of like, what was it? For any, it also had like the thing of like the heart, the mind, the soul, or like whatever of like the group.
Well, now I'm just thinking of the tarot because with the magician, the high priestess, and death, obviously. Like,
Ooh, wait, hold on. Flanny's cooking here.
I was about to say, are we cooking naturally something here? I feel like we're getting on the right path here.
because I feel like with those, you know, those are our 3 tarot cards, which is 1, 2, and 13, annoyingly.
1, 2, and
So we can't
I
just
can
call
count to
it.
13.
Yeah. Chrissy, it's time. Do it.
Wait, I tuned out to the DM. What's going on?
We're counting to 13.
You can count that high?
Yay! There it is.
to give you some reference, and we're talking about just like like I said earlier, on whatever height the joke needs to be. Before you came in earlier on, I talked about how one running joke that I always have is that anytime somebody mentions a number, I just go, yeah, just like blank number. I wish I could count that high. And I always just get like the stupidest, most incredulous looks from all my IRLs. whenever I say that, because it's the same joke, it's the same punchline every time, and every single time it just either makes somebody laugh or just goes, "Shut up, Cruzy."
Luna Crew isn't bad. I mean, the only thing I have an issue with Luna is that my sister's online handle is Luna, and so I'm just like,
"You're Tad. I'll take it."
wait, I don't want to be named similar to my sister.
Two elves and a goblin is another possibility. Hello? That is racism straight up. Actually.
Oh damn!
You're calling me a goblin.
I mean,
Cancelled. Cancelled. Hello? Hello? You're laughing. I'm experiencing racial pressure in the workplace, and you're laughing.
I love you, Cruzy.
I'm gonna have water coming up my nose.
I also love you, Cruzy.
Love you too, sweetie.
I got one back. Get wrecked.
Oh, I instead of word for his forgiveness. And like how D3, if you're still in chat, you still have to word for forgiveness for that one Deadlock game where you abandoned me to be by myself. But also, Crimson, you can't just go and call people goblin like this. I'm from a fantasy world. Planet's from a fantasy world. I'm from sci-fi, so he doesn't necessarily count.
I would say it's more of like a mix between sci-fi and fantasy because
okay, so you're offending 2.5 people here, Crimson, by that comment.
I mean, you mean 2.5 hours?
Joke comes full circle.
I mean, I was trying to avoid saying it because that would make it completely retarded. It would derail my point completely. But now we've thrown the baby out of the bathwater with this.
That was the plan the whole time, Cruz.
Wouldn't Gremlin be a better assessment? Yes, because that's just a derogatory term and not a racially charged one. Because unless you're talking about the horror movie Gremlins, or like whatever it was called, I don't think anybody's confusing me with that. Also, who joined the roundabout? You didn't get all the rust off yet.
I mean, we just kind of like passively went at it. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, so both
I mean,
of
it's
you
not like we're gonna get everything in
both of you
one
are evading
pass,
the blame
you know?
since I'm angry. I see how it is. You're avoiding the wrath. Crimson says,
it's not
"Oh,
like
I'm
we were gonna
offending
get
2.5
everything in one
elves."
go.
Yes, goodness gracious, y'all.
The propaganda is working.
What do you mean? You are not immune to cruisy propaganda.
I mean, I'm just trying to think of what else we could do with the tarot stuff. But the only thing in my head pops up is Team Tarot. But I sound like I'm in Sonic Heroes, you know. So.
Crimson says, "Is this a horror movie called Gremlins?" It's an old dude. Like, Gremlins is an old franchise. It's like an '80s franchise.
It's Christmas-esque movie too, if you really want to think about it.
It is really old though. Like I watched it a few years ago, and the first one especially, it's so grainy. Like it is an old film.
D3, I see that message.
Okay, I don't know if I'd class it as a horror film, but it certainly is a pop culture staple because, especially in like pop culture stores and things like Hot Topic, right? They have a real obsession with horror movies. So you'll see stuff like Pennywise and Chucky.
I was about to say, I feel like Gremlins falls in line with like Chucky, to where it's like it's horror as a genre, but it's kind of like slapstick horror, if that makes sense. I wouldn't necessarily quantify it as comedy, but.
I think Chucky...
It's its own derivative genre, to an extent.
They certainly get bumped into the same, like, a lot of, like, Gremlins and Chucky stuff is sort of, as I say, like, it's in the same kind of... You'll see it in the same, just, like, case at Hot Topic or whatever. Like...
I think it's just more pop culture ingrained, and just how long-running those two franchises are more than anything.
I mean... Trust me to know about fucking Hot Topic. And the ideal.
To be fair, I'm saying 80s. I didn't live that then, but you two did.
Huh?
Rude.
You guys are hundreds of years.
Excuse you?
You guys are hundreds of years old. I'm just
Excuse you?
saying that. You
Yeah,
two are
'cause we
hundreds of
had
years old. I'm a wee baby. I'm 24. I didn't live in the
I was-
80s.
I lived underground until like 3 years ago. You know, when a demon destroyed my goddamn town. So I resent the fact. You know.
Well, I'm
Like-
sorry, but you never explained this backstory. Probably because they didn't approach you in that shady corner of the tavern and click yes to your speech bubble.
Excuse me. I have a full document prologue on it. But yes, like.
Well, I'm sorry then for not having the attention span of a normal streamer whose attention span is even less than that. Smile.
Where's my drinking cup? There it is.
You good?
Huh?
I was asking for you now. No, I thought they were walking away from the mic for a second. So I heard like left my something.
No, I was just trying to find my water bottle in the dark.
Yo, oh, butter.
Planny, I feel offended for you. It's okay.
About to both of you side at that. Come on! It really is me against the world here, isn't it?
Just honestly, you should have seen my face.
All
It
right,
really just-
get the divorce papers out. I'll take that on the chin. That's my loss. My B.
It was
My
just-
B.
But yes, I mean, to be fair, I did say water bottle, but that's fine. Like,
Goodness. Oh goodness.
Oh, we are a mess.
You are a hot mess, apparently.
I'm hot.
No, I'm Iron False Blood.
I was referring to Flanny, I should have said. The in-joke is that in one server, Flanny's name that she said herself is Hot Mess.
Wait, what? When?
That's in the bat rolls, ain't it? No, you're Hot Menace. My bad, my bad.
Rude. Yeah, I'm a hot menace. Like,
Okay, well,
Is-
I don't think I'm doing anything good for us here. Just eject me. I'm not an imposter, but you can just eject me from this conversation anytime.
don't worry, you're already half as much as the rest of us.
What do you mean? Why are you spraying me, Ein?
Remember, Cruzy, 1 + 1 + half is 2.5.
I'm sorry, those are two big numbers for my small brain. Can you repeat that?
Damn, small body and small brain.
Hey,
You
hey,
don't
hey,
have the best of
hello?
both worlds.
I don't think this is my height, but you're telling me small body in general? That's just rude! That's just rude in general! Small body looking at. I'll show you small body looking at.
Okay, do you have proof you're not small?
I mean, you've seen pictures of me. I'm just short. I'm not necessarily like small in build. I actually work out. You've seen me.
Short equals small cruise.
I don't know if we'll let
I look. I didn't use numbers this time. Maybe you'll figure.
Why use big word when small word do trick? I'm gonna break. Somebody's gonna break by the end of this. What's supposed to be a relaxing power washing session.
So, D3 says that puppy allegations become goblin allegations.
This is not good either way. Goblin allegations. Okay, once again, you can't say that to people who've lived in fantasy worlds. That's just straight up racism. 2.
Okay.
I don't
you
want
know
to be
how
referred to a goblin or a puppy, people.
Hey, alright. Alright. Do you like our new garden gnome?
What do you mean, garden? Hello? I'm not somebody's property to be played with here. I'm my own human being.
You're a bean?
Cruises conducting conduct.
You're not a good gnome.
Okay, maybe it
This knife's coming your way.
wasn't a good idea for me to crack open a hard Mountain Dew.
You're drinking tonight, save it for the weekend with me, so I can really freaking pick you up and put you down.
You haven't picking anyone up.
As you. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my. I'm lightheaded. I'm dizzy.
you good, honey? You need a timeout?
Oh, I'm great.
I can't win! Everybody else is against me! The chat's against me, you two are against me! Did I just be told a human be done with it? I'm not a garden gnome, I'm not Doofenshmirtz trying to guard Gimmelstoop in his house!
We love you, Cruzy.
I think we broke her. I think you broke Ein's laugh box more than me. I'm just standing silent in awe at how absolutely I'm getting dogpiled here. Like, I know it's Bully the streamer, but god damn, dude, I just went for the throat!
Welcome to the hive mind that is Twitch chat.
Yes, I
Any
understand, but you are
opportunity
in
for them
voice
to be
with
against
me.
you will be against you.
You are in voice with me. You are not part of Twitch chat. I don't see you commenting, talking, or doing any of the above, like follow, subscribing. Do I?
Okay, so now I missed. Oh well. So now I'm part of Twitch chat.
Shut up. Do you expect your chat to be on your side? I don't expect it. I just expect better of you.
You expect better on a Twitch chat? Cruzy, I think you have very high expectations.
I have a
Unrealistic,
curious...
I might even say.
You guys are... Am I drinking crazy pills? You guys are crazy.
How long have you been streaming out, Cruzy? And
Well, here's the thing. Usually I have no viewers, so there's nothing on Twitch chat, so that's what I expect. Have you seen my metrics? They aren't good. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that straight up.
I don't know. It feels consistent.
I mean, well, if I'm playing all 4 years, this year it's been the most consistent that I actually have a community to bounce off of. But otherwise, it would really start Calvin saying someone hints Tricks of Delicious thing in years 1 through 3, and then saying bedtime bye, almost on standard as always. In all fairness, you'd like to imagine you're being good. I mean, you are. I will give you that, but at the same time, too, I feel like you are the biggest passive progenitor of the Puppy Girl memes. Just from being the one to make official Puppy Girl Cruzy fan art, and I love you, D3, but that absolutely applies a massive mental debuff to me throughout the stream. And I'm also still mad at you for those deadlock gains. I'm still not letting you go on that.
Do you have any real suggestions then, Cruzy, about what we might be?
What do you mean? Like our group dynamic, or what you should tell me? Because I already have an answer for both. I don't know, and you shouldn't tell me anything but a human.
Our dynamic.
Wait, sorry, call you anything but a human?
Oh my goodness gracious. This will not hold in a court of law. You are twisting my words and slicing things out as if to make me look bad. This is defamation of the highest sort.
Oh no, you just fumbled and I'm rolling with it.
You don't get to laugh at my misfortune! I love you two so much, but this is the receiving end that I get for all of that love.
I mean, I can see that, you know, we've spent all this time trying to think of a group dynamic, but, you know, after this, I'm sure there won't be a group anymore.
Sorry guys, this is the first and only stream we'll all be seen together.
Crazy had enough of this now.
Y'all better prepare some really good tender love and care for me after this, because I feel the fuse on my end just slowly ticking away. I'm not even playing anything intense. It's just power washing. I don't even fucking do it in peace. This sucks. It's absolutely nuts. Anything you can you say can will be used against you, especially unless it ever says it in notorious out contents. I mean, yeah, look at any Valhalla stream whenever I go, that's a flub, add it to the flub counter, and you'd absolutely just get flustered, unironically, after that. Right? Right?
Well, it happens whenever you are just monologuing your ass off all day.
Well, that's my brand. I'm the streamer here, and you only get to talk so much in Valhalla, so I'm pointing it out lovingly and also to make fun of you, because I love you.
Exactly.
Well, I don't think I'm feeling very loved right now. Let me just be clear. Because I had to watch it back and say, I love you, Ein, and then you just go, yeah. This is just full frontal assault.
None of us can sing. That's, my brain is going off in places trying to think of a group name now.
I mean, I was about to say, none of us sing. I don't think I've heard you sing. I don't think I've heard Ein sing. I enjoy recreational singing, but I don't have pitch necessarily. Besides, like, for 1 or 2 songs at most. And you can't sing on Twitch for 5 seconds, otherwise you get demonetized.
What? Huh?
I was singing deep bass Latin, and that is it.
What do you mind? Do you like to sing?
Holy incantations.
Depends on if I'm in like the right mood for it.
Well, what do you sing then? In that case.
Well, there's quite a different things that I'm capable of singing actually.
Oh, rattle a few off. Spitball some a little bit then.
Shoot.
Taylor Swift.
No.
One Direction.
No. I want to say like
Dead Now, of course.
No.
Real quick.
I mean, y'all can keep guessing, or I can try to actually.
Oh yeah, that's why you brainstorm for a little bit here. I'll just go ahead and say Crimson in chat also says, this is us so I love. Guys, I love you. I love the banter and all. It's all in good jest and fun. But why? Why always at the same time, too? Y'all suck at times. Very much so. You see, this is why I love the tsundere tropes. And this is why I am one, ironically, or not or so. Because I love y'all at the end of the day. But my god, y'all are trying my patience!
I like this nozzle.
I thought the silence was for you to think about what songs you were singing. Okay, Ein, do you have anything to say about any recent comments?
Ein, do I detect yellow supremacy?
I just like this nozzle because it spins.
Like, you literally, like, we gave you time to answer, and you just go, I like this nozzle. Brother. Okay, D3 and Crimson are helping. They say Fallout Boy or Evanescence?
Neither, actually.
I would picture you
on the
with
Fallout.
I would picture you with maybe Evanescence, or I can see you being like sort of Metallica, like soft rock sort of thing. Like,
well, surprisingly enough, I actually have a hell of a screamo voice.
Oh, I can imagine.
I never did to hear you.
Some of the things that like.
I can imagine that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Some of the things that I can like, some of the things that I'll listen to that have kind of like that kind of tone of music is like Samurai, Blue Stolly. Not a whole lot really falling in the other categories of that, but it's like, I don't know. It's really hard to say. There's some music pieces by DM Dokuro that I'll listen to, that I'll sing along with, especially songs from his album. They Know Who They Are. Just a bunch of miscellaneous things in general.
To be honest, I'm the same. I will listen to, and my playlist is anything that's a bop. Like
Pretty much, yeah.
So, to be honest, like, if just off the top of my head, my playlist includes lots of instrumental video game music. There is a couple Taylor Swift's, Lady Gaga's on there. We've got like the Smiths, yeah, Metallica, Black Sabbath. Evanescence has, features. But then, yeah, you've also got like some softer stuff, like some like classical violin stuff. Electro swing, I love electro swing so much.
Now
Big
you're
band,
speaking
jazz,
my language.
swing, anything of that sort. It's so good. Oh boy.
Like, so things, Wolfgang Lehr or Piss, like Charlie Puth, all great artists,
Yeah.
like.
I'll say, at least for me, it's just all video game soundtracks for me to an extent. I know a good amount of theater songs. That's not just Hamilton, unironically. And then a lot of Japanese songs, just because I love just Japanese artists. And, I took Japanese classes enough, and that actually helped me to learn some of my Japanese chops. I'm learning 2 Japanese songs right now, actually.
Are they Miku songs?
No, Notori songs, if you ever heard of the artist Notori. Famously known for his track Overdose that released it a few years ago.
Notorious B.I.G.
Goodness gracious. Nah, I'm learning a few songs. Just, often just start to listen to it enough, and I want to just be able to rattle it off for my own car karaoke at the very least.
What if we're the Notorious FEC?
The Notorious FEC. We really sound like a ringside announcement, all things considered here. That's karaoke when, but I know Twitch is kind of weird about that. Yeah, I wasn't kidding when I say, instead of saying anything about YouTube content, I said, YouTube content ideas are if you play the song, but Twitch, literally, because they got rid of Twitch things, I think the policy that I just remember seeing back then, I don't know if it's changed, and I'm not gonna stick around with it, was quite literally, sing, hum, have anything tune-wise if you're not in the, the DJing category for more than 5 seconds, and that is demonetization, and that's a strike on your channel. So that's why I'm very, very on that end. In Discord, I could do that later, because I can absolutely bolt off some real good songs. So the research for those Japanese songs, for instance, I feel like I understand my range, and I'm very confident in it.
I mean, most karaoke streams now are either on YouTube or just unlisted.
And even then, yeah, they're unarchived when it comes to it afterwards, but it's not necessarily my main content, and I'm not going to tempt fate with things how they come. Addo's been showing up on your recommendation a lot again, and I'm happy about it. There you go. And Addo also did a song with Notori, so that's something, but that's not what I'm warning. But it's like, if people want to look it up, Notori, Natori. He is a music artist in Japan, and I'm learning 2 songs from his recent album, Theater. It is the namesake song, Theater, and A Night to Sing with You.
So when you said you were learning theatre songs, you meant that literally?
Both literally too, but also I'm just saying I just know some theater songs, and by that I mean mainly Hamilton, Les Mis, and
It was a joke because it's called theatre.
I know, but I'm also playing the straight man into this and answering you completely. It's a symbiotic relationship. We kept the joke going. Wow, and now it's funny because Peter had to explain the joke. Thank you, Peter, Family Guy. Very cool.
I mean,
yeah,
This reminds me of that time where I had to explain the joke.
But anyway, it's his face. A karaoke night would be fun. That could be a really fun community night. But I know desync and voice calls ain't the best.
oh,
Like, at all, ever, or so, unfortunately. Then I could just play the music from one side of your mic and just have that go through. Well, we could see about
Either that, or have it as part of like a VR chat community night.
Because there are VR chat worlds that's actually so insane, but that still can be internet desync. Very much so. But we'll see. I'll record myself doing a small little demo. How about that for you, D3, in my Discord later. And I'll go ahead and pause it off, because there is a few songs that I am very confident in. I'll showcase what I'm learning with theater then. We'll see just how things go and chill.
when I start my new job, it might be something I do start looking into again, and maybe I'll take singing lessons, because honestly I do want to sing, and I want to get a better range than I currently have already. So it might be something worth, trying to pick up.
I know, like, one thing that I want to do in the future, actually, is maybe take piano lessons. I never had the chance, and I really did percussion, so that's keyboard. Piano is keyboard percussion family. I just actually need to learn, I guess, how to, I already know, chord progressions, whatever, stuff like that, but it's like the correct, fingering of it all and whatever.
I was gonna make a really insensitive joke.
And that is?
That you came from an Asian household and didn't do piano lessons.
I mean, my parents aren't doctors either, but you don't see me commenting about that. I'm not.
I thought your parents were literally like chiropractors or something.
No, they're physical therapists. And to be fair, my parents on the end were on the sort of, as long as they're playing an instrument or doing something active. So his sports are an instrument. And my sister and I both, well, actually, sister, brother, and I, we all double dipped into all of those regards.
I was under here for ages and I didn't clean this. No, I was under the other one.
Friends, boy me, Bob. You didn't clean the
I
floorboards.
was under here and I did not look up.
You dark elves were under in the Underdark for how many ages and you didn't look up?
I was afraid of hitting my head, Cruz.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the weather can't be as nice as it is up there as it is down here. Goodness.
Maybe you should have brought your short ass down here and cleaned these roofs.
You kidding me? How
Don't
scary.
worry, well, Crazy will get their just desserts. We just need to take them into an elevator.
Hello? What?
Short person in an elevator. Smells very different.
What? Huh? What does this mean?
Cruz, you'll learn when you're older.
What do you mean by this? Hello? Is this a reference I'm not getting?
Okay. Cruzy, what happens to one's body after a particular juicy Mexican?
Wait, repeat yourself? I don't think I understand.
Oh my god, how... I'm trying to be tactful, Cruzy.
I am not understanding.
Okay, fine. I'll spell it out for you.
What does that have to mean with me being short?
Cause you're at eye level?
What do you mean eye level?
Oh my god.
I'm not understanding this.
Okay, okay, fine, I'll go for it. I don't know if it's just over here. Basically, the joke is that a lift smells very differently to a short person because they're at ass level, and so if someone farts, then
but it's not like I'm gonna be
smell very
standing
different.
behind you at that point. Then I think we'd respect our space.
That's
it's not
why
like the
it's
elevator's so small.
packed
Also,
elevator.
Britishism lift.
Yes, Britishism lift. That's why I said elevator the first time, because I thought you might understand.
Oh, I didn't understand what a lift is either, but I'd make fun of you and say, haha, Britishism anyway.
Ooh, only 3 things left. Slide platformer.
It's saying you're eye level with the hole. Okay, well, this sucks. But I don't think you'd necessarily want to fart in a small enclosed space, much less announce it out to me like this. Or say you wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't fart in a lift. I need that photoshopped with that right now.
Hey, if you wanted me to go full British, I'd just say Trump instead of fart. Like, because yeah, that's what we call it. So it's funny when you guys have a goddamn politician called Trump.
I mean, it's just whatever. Yeah, y'all weird for going for that first. That's what I'm saying. It's weird that they're going for that.
It's weird that I had to explain now.
I don't think it's weird that you have to explain it, but the fact that you do hive mind, it's like, yep, like,
Because it's obvious. It's one of those jokes.
What do you mean it's obvious? For you told people it is, but for me, short, I don't think about it. How often do you think I'm going in an elevator? I'm fit. I take the stairs.
The point of that one-liner
Oh
is
my
that it's
God.
left to the imagination. So having to over-explain this to your dunce-ass mind
It's not me being
is-
dunce. I just don't understand. Oh my goodness.